Hello, my name is Colin Fowler, and welcome to the Epilepsy channel. Today I am joined by my mom, who is going to help me get some more information from people who aren't epileptic. So, first I want to start off, what are some worries that you have on a day-to-day basis?
Of course, my primary worry is always about your health. And whether or not you're having a seizure. That was one thing when you were young, and it's another thing as you've gotten to be an adult, that when you were young, I felt like I could control everything, that I could make all the balls juggle in the right places, and I could make sure you took your medicine, and I could make sure you studied hard for the tests way ahead of time, and I could make sure that the teachers knew who you were as a student and as a human, and I could make sure that they treated you the way they were supposed to, and I could make sure you were having fun and you were happy and you had joy in your life. And as you've gotten to be an adult, I've had to hand you a lot of those responsibilities for yourself. I've had to release control of you taking your medicine. I've had to let you be in charge of that. I've had to let you be in charge of your schooling and your education, and I've had to make sure you know how to make sure the teachers know who you are. And all those little things that I thought I could control when you were little, first of all, I learned pretty quickly that I could control nothing. And then I've had to release to allowing you to be in charge of.
Okay. So in the past you have said that there has been good that has come out of this. What are those things that have been good?
You know, I think you have, because of what you've dealt with this disorder, you've had to learn things that other people may not have had to learn. You've had to learn how to have disappointments and pick yourself up.
Yeah.
You've had to learn how to have perseverance and what working hard really means. When you were little and you would study and study and study and study and study for tests because it takes you longer for it to for a memorized thing to get into long-term storage. And you would see friends that hardly had to study at all. And they would get A's and you would get a C, and you would be so disappointed because you worked so much harder on that test. I had to teach you early on that at some point, those other people are going to have to learn how to work hard. And you learned how to work hard at a very young age.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I knew people who started papers, big papers, at 7 p.m. the day before they were due. You've never done that. You work on them.
I mean, I've done that, but I shouldn't have.
But most of the time, you work very hard for at least a week or 2 weeks before a paper is due. You have a faith that is very strong in your unique way. You know that God has made you into a unique individual with unique gifts and unique talents to bless this world in a unique way because of who you are, because of the disorder. God has done amazing things in your life, and you have a faith that reflects that. You're very secure in who you are socially. Early on, you had issues socially. You had...
I still do.
You were a little bit, because you would fade in and out at school because of your absence seizures. You weren't confident in who you were, And so that reflected in your friendships. And people didn't flock to you sometimes. You always had good friends, but you had people that were mean quite a bit. Yeah. And because of that, you got a chance to really understand that there are going to be friends in this world who are going to stand by your side and be with you every step of the way. And the people who aren't going to do that are not necessary in your life.
Yeah.
So when you were a teenager, and a lot of people have dozens of friends and they go to giant parties and stuff like that, you didn't.
Yeah.
But you were satisfied in that, and you were okay with that. And that has gotten to you to be a very strong adult, knowing who you are socially, knowing what you like to do socially, and having fun with everything in the middle.
So you talked about how my social life is different than a normal teenager, 21-year-old. In what ways is my social life very similar? Would you, from your point of view?
Similar to a regular 21-year-old?
Yeah.
You enjoy your alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
But you enjoy them. The difference is you enjoy them. You really enjoy them.
I don't down them.
It's not a means to an end.
Yeah.
Because you know that end is something
Not
you
good.
can't do.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get drunk. And so when you have a beer, you really enjoy the beer.
I have a picky palate.
You do. And I've gone with you before where you've gotten a beer that you didn't like and you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't like it. And you're not going to waste all of that.
I'm not going to chug it.
You're not going to chug it just to chug it.
Yeah.
You're going to leave it be and not try that beer again. Try a different one next time.
Yeah.
So that's one way that you're similar. You're similar in that you like to do things with those people who are important to you. And again, just to touch on that subject, those people who are good to you are very good to you because you have handpicked them. Your social sphere isn't, the goal in your social life isn't to have as many friends as possible.
Yeah.
The goal to your social life is to have a small group of people who really care about you. And so, yeah, I think that's how you're the same and different than most 21-year-olds.
Yeah. So lastly, is there anything that you would want to say to any other parents of epileptics?
You know, I'm going to speak to you because I want, if you are the parent of someone that maybe you just found out that your child is epileptic, or it's a couple years in and they're still 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, I want you to know that it's not the end of the world, that your child has a distinct purpose on this earth, and that you will learn so much more from your child than you could from most situations that you will deal with in life. I am a very different human being because of this human being. I'm a different person today because of the stresses and the strains that I have dealt with over the last almost 15 years, huh? Goodness.
Yeah.
So take one day at a time. When your child is having a seizure, place the worry where it belongs. Get the child the help they need. And when they're not having a seizure, don't worry about the next one coming. Enjoy your child and your life, and be thankful for your child and your life right now. I am immensely blessed that God created Colin exactly the way he did, because it's made me a different human and a better human because of it.
I want to end on one quote that has kind of driven my life since I heard it, and it is, don't dwell on the past, but what can happen in the future. And I think this could go towards anything really in life, and especially with, like, if you're having a seizure, don't think about why it happened, but either how you can avoid it in the future or how it might have helped you. Because with my grand mal seizures, that's what I kind of focused on. I focused on what might have happened if I didn't have the seizure. And that's how I kind of got through those. And I feel like it has also helped me in many other ways. Like if I fail a test, I focus on what I can do better in the future to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And
Charlie.
this is my dog Charlie. He's a little golden retriever, miniature, and he has also helped me in many ways, haven't you? Okay, well, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.